All right, so now we're going to look at how to solve a triangle using the trigonometric functions. So to solve a triangle just simply means to find all the missing side lengths and angle measures. To find an angle measure, we can use the triangle angle sum theorem. Remember, that means that the three angles of a triangle have a sum of 180 degrees. So that's if we have at least two of the angles, which we need. We need to see the 90 and we need at least one other angle in order to use these trigonometric functions right now. So we should have at least two of them. So we can fill in the third one using the triangle angle sum theorem. Remember, there are 6 sides to a triangle, and they're going to give you 3 sides, and they're going to ask you to find the other, or 3 pieces, 3 sides, 3 angles. They're going to ask you to find the 3 missing pieces, because they're only going to give you 3 pieces of the 6. So if we want to know what is angle A, well, we're going to use the triangle angle sum theorem. We have 59 plus the 90 plus angle A equals 180. So if I add these two together, I get 149 plus angle A equals 180. So I'm just simply going to subtract the 149 to see what's left over of my 180 to be angle A. So angle A has to be 31 degrees. So I've already filled in one of my missing pieces. Now I'm going to need to go through and use trigonometry to find A and B. So if you've also noticed, I don't think I brought this up on a previous video, sides are lowercase and angles are capital. So angle A is capital A and the side across from that is lowercase a. And then lowercase b means that it's across from angle B, which would be this one over here would be a capital B. And then 27 here, since it's not labeled at all, this is the only thing left. It would be side C, and the at right angle here would be capital C for angle C. All right, so let's go ahead and use our trigonometric functions. So I'm going to use angle A here, and I'm going to go opposite. So that's A. And then I also have the hypotenuse. I don't have side B. That's another side I'm looking for. So I'm trying to decide which trigonometric function to use. Okay. We have 31 as our angle. We don't know our opposite, but I do know my hypotenuse. So I can use my sine feature. And I labeled this adjacent just so you can see it, but I don't have my adjacent yet. That's another one I'm going to look for in just a moment. So opposite over hypotenuse, I'm going to have the sine of 31, because I actually know the angle this time. It's 31 degrees, equals A for the opposite over 27 for the hypotenuse. So now I'm going to multiply by 27 on both sides because I don't want that 27 underneath. So the 27s are going to cancel, and I'm going to have sine of 31 degrees times 27. So now I'm going to show you on the calculator really quick. You can see it. So I type in my 31 and I hit sine. Some calculators you have to type in sine first and some you type it in second. And then I'm going to multiply by 27 and hit equals. And there we go. That is the side A that I was looking for there. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide here. So side A is 13.9 units long. That's not telling me what kind of unit this is, so just units. All right, so let's do side B. So now I can still use A, and I'm just using cosine. I kind of butted it up against here, but it's cosine A. And I can do adjacent and hypotenuse this time. I tend not to use ones that I've calculated unless I have to, but you could very well use the 13.9 if you needed to, but it was rounded. So I would be very careful about using a rounded number in your next calculation unless it's absolutely necessary. So I have the cosine of 31 equals adjacent, which is B, over the hypotenuse, which is 27. So again, I'd multiply by 27 on both sides, and this would cancel out, and I would use my calculator to do cosine of 31. So I do 31 cosine this time, and then times 27, and I get my 23.1. And remember to round correctly on this one, because they're asking us to round to the nearest tenth, so that's why I'm rounding to just one decimal place. Pay attention to those rounding directions, because that can get you marked wrong for something very simple like that, where you just didn't, round to the correct number. So that was solving a triangle using trigonometric functions. I hope that helped, and I will see you in the next video.